Assalamu alaikum students of class 8th. Today I'll be reading the chapter number 10th and the title is Hazrat Umar Raziallahu Anha. So let's start the reading. Hazrat Umar Raziallahu Anha was the second caliph of Islam. He Raziallahu Anha was born at Mecca in a noble tribe called the Quraysh. He Raziallahu Anha received the title of Farooq after he embraced Islam. He radiallahu anha was one of the very few persons in Mecca who could read and write. He radiallahu anha was a tall, strong and brave man. He radiallahu anha was also a very good wrestler, horse rider and swordsman. Business was his occupation. Hazrat Umar's conversion to Islam was of great value to the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam in his mission of Islam. Afterwards, he radiallahu anha remained very close to the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hazrat Umar radiallahu anha remained caliph for 11 years. He radiallahu anha conquered a vast empire during the 11 years of his khilafat. He radiallahu anha introduced a great system of administration which served as a model for the Islamic world. He radiallahu anha introduced many reforms during his reign, such as administrative courts to investigate the complaints against the officers of the state. He radiallahu anha also reformed army, police force and tax system. Hazrat Umar radiallahu anha gave great importance to justice and well-being of the people. He radiallahu anha was very strict in the case of judgment. He radiallahu anha would not spare anyone, not even his own son, if wrong was committed by him. For him, high and low, rich and poor were all equal before law. He radiallahu anha followed the saying of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, treat your servants as you would treat yourself. Master and servant are both equal before Allah. The worship places and property of the non-Muslims were given protection. Hazrat Umar radiallahu anha was kind and sympathetic to the poor. He radiallahu anha spent many sleepless nights roaming in the streets to see the conditions of his people. One night he radiallahu anha passed by a house and heard children crying. There was a pot of water on the fire. The mother was telling the children to go to sleep, and when the food was ready she would wake them up. But the children would not listen. Hazrat Umar radiallahu anha asked the woman, "What is the matter?" She told him that there was nothing to eat. There was no money and no grain in the house. Her husband had died. The children were crying for food. He radiallahu anha helped the widow with food, money and clothing. One day, while Hazrat Umar radiallahu anha was saying his namaz in the masjid, a non-Muslim named Feroz killed the caliph with a knife. Hazrat Umar radiallahu anha lies buried near Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anha in Medina. That's all for today. Allah Hafiz.